Hello, YouTube. I don't know if you can hear me here because the camera is kind of far away to make sure you're not so close like we were the first time we attempted to do a mukbang episode with me eating in the RV. This is certainly a change, isn't it, from the previous. I know it's still kind of a mess back here because I haven't had a chance to clean yet. Let me see if I can get some light on. More light here. I don't know if that helps any. Did that help at all? Maybe more light here on the side. Open up the window. Alright. I think that's as good a lighting as we're going to get. I can, of course, open up more light here. Is that better? Or is it better like this? I think we're just better off like this. Okay, anyhow, what we're going to have today is a meal that I just made. It is rice. Look at that. It is white rice with steak and asparagus. Yeah. Got asparagus from Dollar Tree, steak from Thrifty, and rice from Walmart. And for our drink, we're going to have the Pepsi Cola with the real sugar. And I created some dipping sauce here. This is made, I don't know if you can see that without me spilling it. I don't really want to adjust the camera, but basically, it's if you really want to see it, it's in the other episode. It's in the episode before this one, which has me making it, which is crushed red peppers with fish sauce and some lemon juice. So, anyhow, this is kind of semi-typical of the meals that I've been eating lately, which is a lot better than what I was eating at Walmart parking lots. Typically there, I tried to cook up stuff or heat up things to eat with what Walmart served, like their rotisserie chicken. I would just make rice to eat with that. Or sometimes I got their hot wings and I would cook rice to eat with that. So basically I mostly cook rice. Occasionally you saw me cook stuff like steak or ribs or even lamb chops. But those were kind of rare because they're kind of expensive, and I often didn't want to have like leftover food. But now that we're in the RV, I can actually portion things out and just, you know, get enough meat and stuff to make an actual serving for myself. The steak that I bought actually came 2 pieces, and I only took one out to cook, and the other one's still in the freezer. So we should be seeing a lot more exciting cooking episodes as well as eating episodes if you guys enjoy these type of videos. And now that I actually have a kind of a kitchen, we might even do some more episodes where we cook some dishes that aren't the same stuff that I normally cook. Even though obviously I'm going to be cooking pretty much the same stuff I like to eat. And whether it's living in an RV or living in a van or even living in a house, I normally eat rice all the time. So expect to see rice a lot. Although because of having access to the RV, we might start doing some different type of dishes that I normally wouldn't be able to cook in the van. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, this asparagus wasn't fresh. It was frozen asparagus, but it's from Dollar Tree in their little package. I don't have it handy right now, but it was in the cooking episode where I cooked it. It is so good. Even though they froze it, it's still very, very crunchy and solid, like it's fresh. I guess they go through a freeze drying or quick freeze process where they harvest it and freeze it right away, and it actually seems to manage to maintain its flavor. So I'm really impressed with this. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Oh, bonus. There was a little piece of steak in there. This is some really good stuff. Here then is a piece of the steak. But instead of just eating the steak, I am going to put some pepper sauce on it. This is what the pepper, Try not to spill this here. This is what the pepper sauce looks like. I don't know if you can see that there. That. I'm going to pour it on the meat. And that looks so good. And scoop up some rice to eat with it. And here's our bite. Supreme. I can't express my gratitude enough for you viewers for being so kind to me, for basically making this possible. You know, I almost want to cry, and I do cry actually. When I think about how kind the viewers on this channel have been to me. Literally 3 months ago, this wasn't anywhere in the future. You know, me being able to sit here and have this mukbang issue or a video episode here with you in a fairly nice RV was so far, was not even a thought. You know, it was something we didn't even plan for or conceive or think would happen. I mean, it was nowhere near even a hope. And then we started having issues with little Blue 2 possibly getting ready to conk out and die, even though apparently she's back and running, although she's still got some issues. But I'll deal with that later. We'll talk about that later. But the viewers suggested a GoFundMe to try to get me into a home, a stable, you know, a new home, a new van or something. And we did the fundraiser, you know, which I normally shy away from. But when we put up the fundraiser, it was amazing how many people cared. I was really touched by the tremendous response that we had. You know, we raised, like, I think it was what, $800 or $900 within the first week. Now, really, $800 or $900 doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it was enough to help me acquire this RV. You know, I was able to get the RV for $1,200. So I put in some of my own money, and then a little bit more to drive here was like another $100 to transport it. And then get it tagged and titled and stuff. And here we are. And always it was like borderline. You know, we almost, when I say we, me, but I feel like the viewers are here with me. We almost lost the RV. You know, as soon as we got it, we almost lost it. And we had that weird incident with Max. But Max was the reason I bought the RV. When, you know, I had contemplated getting another van or getting an RV, and I went to try to interview Max, and he told me I could park the RV for free pretty much just by doing some work there. I thought that was what was intended, and ended up purchasing the RV, even though to a lot of people that seemed like a not so wise decision, and indeed it wouldn't be. And even right now I still sometimes kind of question it, because the status of the RV is still kind of in limbo. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I know that I'm safe for the next month or two, at least, maybe 3 months, due to several very, very, very generous and kind viewers on here who are sponsoring me and have basically pledged to donate some, I would say, fairly substantial funds. It doesn't fully cover my cost of living for the RV and stuff, but it helps tremendously, at least like 1/3 of my living expenses. So between their help, their assistance, and me continuing to work right now, because the work is still going on with the temp agency, I am able to be in this environment where we can actually produce hopefully some better quality videos. That I've got some plans and stuff, and some more interesting content. And for those of you who like the eating episodes or the cooking episodes, I'm hoping that we can produce some better stuff. One of the issues with these mukbang issues or mukbang video episodes is I can't determine if I'm supposed to talk while I'm eating, which to me seems rather rude. Or do you just want to sit here and watch me eat? I guess some people enjoy that, right? I'm willing to bet, and I'm guessing, you can let me know if I'm correct or not, that a lot of people, when they watch the mukbang episodes of people eating, they're actually eating themselves. I guess it's a way of eating socially, even if you're sitting there by yourself. But you're not, because you're there with the host doing the mukbang. So at least that's my guess, my assumption. You know, I didn't even know what mukbang was until the viewers told me about it and suggested that I do these videos. And I know some people are grossed out by them, and I think those people have skipped this video already. But some people seem to genuinely enjoy these mukbangs. So maybe we'll get to the point where we can do live mukbang, so that we can actually chat, you know, in real time. You get these awkward silences where I'm chewing food. I've been looking at getting a more expensive data plan for my phone, my cell phone. You know, a lot of people say get the unlimited, but I don't think you guys realize even unlimited plans, they throttle you down at a certain level, at a certain point. When you start to exceed the data limit, it will throttle you down. And I know a lot of you who are just pretty much surfing the web and stuff, you don't really notice it, because you don't go through, like, I probably generate and upload, I'm guessing like at least 100 to 300 gigabytes of data every month. Between 100 to 300 gigabytes, not megabytes, gigabytes. Okay, that's a lot of data. Most of the unlimited plans, I think they start capping you as low as 25 gigabytes. 25 to 60 gigabytes, they'll cap you. And then throttle you down. I'm doing like 300. So I don't know if you can see the problem there with that. But I may try it. I may try to get one of these, move up to Metro's unlimited plan, which I think goes up to, I don't know if it's 35 or 45 or even 55 gigabytes that they'll let me use before it runs out. And with those, I might try to do some live broadcasts. Most of my uploads, I've been trying to upload whenever I have access to Wi-Fi, because obviously when we're dealing with 100 to 300 gigabytes, that's a lot of data. So I've been trying to do them on Wi-Fi, but thinking of broadcasting live, maybe live mukbang or maybe some live talking head episodes, so we can have a little bit more interaction now that we're not in constant survival mode. So those of you who have supported me all this time to get me to this state, thank you so much. I'm still not out of the woods because I haven't heard back yet if I've been hired or not, and even if I do get hired, it's not exactly going to be enough to cover all my expenses, but it will certainly help. The YouTube is somewhat stable right now. It kind of fluctuates as far as ad revenue, but I do appreciate all of you who have joined Patreon, because that is helping. That is a little bit more consistent Um, we only have, like, as I make this video, about 15 patrons, which isn't a lot, but honestly, those people make me feel so good because I know, I'm like, wow, they got my back. And unless something catastrophic happens, most of them will stay on until, you know, they can't afford it or whatever. So I have somewhat of a safety net. It's not like a lot, and I think if we can grow the Patreon, it will give me a little bit more stability as far as income. You want to have like multiple sources of income coming in so that if any one of them fails, you're okay. Like right now, honestly, I'm borderline, you know. Between the temp agency work that I'm doing, which I'm working anywhere from, let's see, about 24 to 32 hours per week. And I'm having to spend, honestly, between the RV lot rental and gasoline and food, I'm spending about $1,400, $1,400 a month to live off. And that doesn't account for the child support that's being deducted. So that's what my living expense is right now, which obviously is a lot more than it was when I was living in the van. I'll be doing an episode where we talk about that, because obviously living in an RV or living in a house is way more expensive. Now, some of you might be wondering why my expenses are so high. It has to do with commuting to work with the Little Blue 2. Little Blue 2 is a van that's pretty heavy because it's been rigged to become a stealth camper. So I get on average probably between 16 to 18 miles per gallon. Excuse me. My commute to and from work is fairly far, and because I'm only working roughly 5 to 6 hours a day, not a full 8-hour day, I don't really earn that much. Essentially, what I earn from working right now goes towards child support and paying to get me back and forth to work. That's it. So what I'm living off right now is basically YouTube, which has been going down, up and down. You know, it depends on the ads and how many people are watching, how many people are letting the ads run, and what people have been sending me through PayPal or Patreon, and the super chats. Now, some people have said I should do more live streams because it looks like viewers really like the live streams. But to do that, you got to have a good Wi-Fi connection or, you know, data plan. So I contemplated doing that and would like your thoughts down below. Let me know if you think you would like me to try to go live more. What I will do is go ahead and invest in a more expensive phone plan, because right now I have just the Metro PCS $30 a month plan. That only gives you 2 gigabytes. Yeah, 2 gigabytes of data before they start capping you. Now they have a $40 plan. I think that caps you off at 10 gigabytes. And they have an unlimited plan, which I think really caps you off at about, like, I don't know if it's 35 or 55 gigabytes. On the unlimited plan, let's say they may not cap you. They may throttle you down or not, depending on how congested traffic is. So it depends on the area and how many people are on the network. Now, I suspect in my area, because I'm not really that remote, it's probably going to be pretty congested. So that means once I hit the threshold of 35 or 55 or whatever their cutoff is, my data is going to be cut down. The strategy is going to be to continue doing my uploads via Wi-Fi while I'm at work. And if I'm not working, head into the library or something, or some other building, some other place that has decent Wi-Fi upload speeds and uploading. And then saving the data for doing live streams. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. And if that sounds like something that you think you might be interested in, definitely let me know, because then I'll go ahead and invest the money to pay for unlimited data. We're still going to go cheap. I know there are better plans out there, but they tend to be more expensive, and I kind of like the Metro's pay-as-you-go, because if it starts to become too expensive for me, I don't have to do it. You know, I can drop it the next month. The other thing I'd like to know is what you guys would like to see me do. You know, now that we're kind of not living in the van, although I am still working on the van. I don't know when exactly this episode's going to run, but I am planning on doing a live update to get feedback from the viewers. So this may run before or after that update, that live update, but probably after, which will already help us determine what's going to happen with this channel and what the new content will be like. Because right now, obviously, as I make this, the channel is still called Living in a Van, but by the time you watch this episode, honestly, I don't know if the channel is still going to exist as Living in a Van. And even if it does, we can be certain of one thing: the content is definitely changing. I'm planning on keeping a lot of the things that viewers liked, like the cooking episodes. The mukbang. Also getting ready to do the lotto drawings. Not drawings, but the lottery scratch-offs. And the plan is still to involve viewers in that, like we had done before. A bone. This is like what caused my teeth to break. I had a pork chop, and there was a bone in it, and I bit down and I heard a crunch. And it was my teeth. My teeth had broken in half. So whenever you eat steak or pork chops, be wary. Could be a little hidden bone in there. You know what? This stuff is so good. Look at this food. Oh my goodness. I love fat. I know some of you will say, I should cut away the fat and throw it away. I should be eating the fat. I can't help it. I love fat. I don't think I could ever just sit there and eat a pile of fat. Although, I think the Eskimos do that. They live off fat. You know, the blubber that they eat, I think that's whale fat. This is an incredible $4 meal. Let me know if you guys enjoy these videos, the mukbang, the cooking episodes. And if you do, it's going to be something we'll try to do on a regular basis. Or at least semi-regular. Also, if you have suggestions for dishes, I might try to cook up. So if you just prefer for me to make them as a surprise for you. For those of you wondering about my teeth, it's still messed up. They're still being held there by glue. And it shifts and I have to re-glue it. And sometimes I do a better job than others and I have to remove the glue. I'm hoping that if I can get hired here, you know, you have to stay there a while, but after I'm like there, like a regular employee, I can sign up for the health plan and hopefully they have a good dental package. That would allow me to get my teeth somewhat fixed. This food is incredible. I don't know if you can tell, I am nearly done. Look at that. Food's like almost done. Last bite. I don't know if you hear the drip. It's dripping in my trash can at least. Coming from the hole from the... We'll deal with that later. For now it's dripping into the trash. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. This is my official last bite. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this meal as much as I have. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions on video topics that I can shoot or do, now that we're kind of living in the RV, unless you just want to watch me living in the RV. I'm hoping that I don't have to keep doing more renos. You know, it gets to be a certain point where you just want to chill. I just want to chill. I don't know if you can see how tired I am, but basically I work all day, then I come back, and then I work on the RV, and then I try to work on YouTube. In between trying to see my kids and any other stuff that's going on. So, I'm pretty exhausted. But once the RV is done, the plan is to come home, chill a bit, maybe work on YouTube and some other side projects. Not constantly have to work on the RV. which I'm getting ready to do as soon as I finish filming this. I do have to try to clean up, straighten things out, and possibly try to put the ceiling back up in the bathroom. I'm not going to do this front section yet. I'm going to deal with that leak right there. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. Please take care of yourselves and enjoy your meal. Have a great day now. Bye-bye now.